The following presentation is intended for immature audiences.
Fuck your couch, nigga.
Hello, my name is Art Delinsky, and you are listening to the Art Deli Sideshow. I'm so glad you're here. Today I have 3 news items that have come across my desk over the last month of August 2026. Call me Goldilocks because the big one is going to be one that you've probably heard about, medium-sized one, an overlooked story that I think you should probably know, and then going to wrap up with a story that's most definitely going to make you say, what the hell, why would you do that? Why the hell would you do that? So starting off strong, earlier this month, Tom Homan, border czar, announced that ICE is planning to spend $20 million to purchase a less than lethal weapon following the, let's just say, bad PR that they've amassed over the last few months. They are going to be investing in what is called glove technology. Not even kidding. It is an acronym, stands for Generated Low Output Voltage Emitter. If you're wondering what it does and if it's a taser, well, I have 2 videos that I'm going to share with you. They're pretty short, so bear with me. And they might answer some of your questions, but like every good piece of art, they're going to leave you with some more questions. Take it away.
Put it on just like any glove. You know, right now they're off. I can touch it. You know, they strap on. And basically, you got a power button that you hit. It lights up, and then it's active. It basically takes all your focus off everything that's going to basically where you're getting grabbed at. And then as soon as you let go, it's gone. There's no marks that's left or anything like that. And it lets you get the control of the person to where you can get them in a safer location. It doesn't incapacitate a person like a taser. I'm sure several people have seen taser videos where you hit somebody and they fall on the ground and stuff like that. And get stiff. This has no incapacitation with it.
Like the Department of Homeland Security is planning to spend up to $20 million on specialized gloves agents can use to incapacitate someone with an electric shock simply by touching them.
It doesn't incapacitate a person like a taser. I'm sure several people have seen taser videos where you hit somebody and they fall on the ground and stuff like that. And get stiff. This has no incapacitation with it. I can touch anywhere on my body. If I was to grab hold of my hand, which I'm not going to do, I've already experienced it. I don't want to put myself through it. It doesn't feel the best.
So quite clearly, there is obviously some sort of very intense bodily harm that comes to people once they have that glove used on them, as you can see in the images. And if you didn't see that, please rewind and look at the visual images because a picture is worth 1,000 words. And obviously, you know, ICE is getting a little bit of bad publicity because they happen to have murdered 2 American civilians on the streets of Minneapolis. So not good, not good. Oh, and it's not just 2. I think that we're at 4 now. Sorry if I'm wrong. Overall, voters don't like this. I'm not even saying any people because the reptilians don't even look at us as people. So voters, the cattle, we don't like this. We don't like people getting executed in the streets. We don't really like people having ICE going after little abuelitas that have been here for 30 years. We could find a way path of citizenship, right? But I'm not here for this whole like debate around citizenships and legal, not legal, and all that stuff, documentation. I'm here for the glove. And why is our boy over in the correction facility, which they've been using this glove in correctional facilities, why is he saying, oh my God, everything he was saying just sounded so wrong? First of all, it won't leave a mark. It won't hurt. I promise. Considering the numbers of domestic violence that happens in law enforcement, it just really sounds eerie and terrifying coming out of him. Now they're saying, let's try this out in the streets. This is going to be a shit show. Not only the bodily harm to civilians, citizens, residents, humans, I'm pretty sure that they're probably going to hurt themselves. I hate to make this example, but nail polish. When I put on nail polish, and if you're, a nail polish wearer, maybe you get this too. You know that your fingertips are wet. You know that if you touch them, it'll ruin your nail polish and all the work that you put into it. You know this. But somehow, I know that about 80-90% of the time, your shit gets fucked up. And all of a sudden, you have nail polish all over your elbows, all over your chin, your fingers, everywhere but on your fingernails. And you're telling me that these police are going to go and they're not going to hurt themselves? Oh my God, and they're going to go goon off and I'm just saying, I'm just allegations, hearsay, my opinion. I would love to see how this plays out. And also just, I'm really interested in the type of lawsuits that are going to come out of this, because what the fuck, dude? This is intense. This is quite intense, as you can see. Anyways, on to the next story. Next. So this story I heard, and I haven't really seen a lot of people cover it. And actually, I saw this on the CNN YouTube reels, and they took it off for some reasons. I had to go in the ether and try to scrape it out, and I found it. So I'm gonna play this video real quick. And apparently Tinder, you know, the dating app, I can't believe people are still using Tinder. I want to say this out before I even go into this. If you want to meet a potential partner, go ask your friends. That's still the best way of meeting someone, is through your friends, through your community, through, dare I say it, real life. Real life is out there, and it's fucking waiting for you to fucking hold it by the arm and stick fucking. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what Tinder is doing to its users without their consent.
You feel comfortable modifying what I look like? What else are you comfortable with doing?
Some Tinder users opened the app recently and were notified their profile pictures had been enhanced.
But as soon as I saw the little box that was like, oh, we've edited this picture, I'm like, okay, it is a dark photo. It was taken at night. Like maybe they just, edited that. But no, they literally took someone else's teeth and put them on my teeth.
Tinder's website claims the tool is supposed to enhance quality, not change the way you look. But some users are saying their facial features and skin tone were changed automatically.
So I ended up deleting my account because I was just like so put off by that. The biggest red flag for me was the fact that it was a preemptive editing of my photos and not a like, hey, this is an option.
It made my skin whiter. I took away my freckles and made them acne scars. I don't look like that.
A spokesperson for Tinder told CNN the feature is in a test phase, and more than 90% of people who receive an enhanced photo keep it. Tinder claims feedback data shows less than 0.5% of photos were flagged as not looking like the user. They paused the test in the US and are investigating photos that were flagged.
Tinder, dude, how could you, man? My God, so rude. So rude. The thing that pisses me off about this is not even like the catfishing aspect of it or even the usage of AI and all that. I know AI is out there, people, like, whatever. I have no beef with it. I have no qualm with it. But for this to happen to you preemptively without you asking for it, that's just fucking mean, dude. Like, that's just fucking rude and mean as shit. Not to mention, I hate to be that woke friend, but they gave our boy lighter skin? Not cool, dude. Not cool. Not cool. And then not even talk about the girl, they gave her somebody else's teeth. Not the teeth. Oh my God, they gave her. People pay good money for that. But no, obviously, the point is, the point. Whose fucking teeth were those, dude? Is there just like a fucking cachet of teeth? Is there a cachet of teeth that Tinder algorithm AI bots reach out to whenever? How did this, oh my God, what world are we living in? Anyways, not cool, Tinder. Not cool. Some fucking stupid ass algorithm based on my asshole is telling people that they're ugly, that their teeth aren't okay, that they're like literally you need to smile, or fucking bleaching some dude's skin. So he's like, what the fuck, dude? Who are you? Go fuck off. Go fuck your mom, dude. If you want to meet someone, go outside. If you know a friend who's married, or go out there and make married friends in normal, wholesome, ways. Go get hobbies, dude. Meet people that way. And through friends, your friends can vouch for them, and then you get to know them in a personal or in a friendly setting, and then maybe get a bit more personal. But I'm not saying like you can't use Tinder to find love, but my God, it doesn't seem like it does. Go outside. This is one of those things you probably should not outsource to an algorithm, because love is love and human and shouldn't be outsourced to a robot. Anyways, speaking of outsourcing things, speaking of things you should not outsource to a robot, we're going to our next story. Next. Okay, so we got another one, equally silly. Hopefully it'll make you say WTF, because it did for me. Remember a little while ago I did that article, that show about the Albanian minister who is AI, Dalia, I forgot her name, and how she's going to be in charge of procurements. You know, the country that's notorious for fucking corruption, the country that fucking Jared Kushner is diddling around in land, not people, in land, supposedly, allegedly, in my opinion. So apparently in Italy, they said, hold my cappuccino, I'm gonna make an AI minister also. And they created this gorgeous robot, Eva Statilia. Well, she's a town councilor and a robot. So there's that. So I found this great article in Wanted in Milan because I wanted to learn more about this, obviously who's behind it, what it's based off, all of this. And I found a whole slew of information. And I did use AI for this because all of it is in Italian and I don't speak Italian. So I needed to get a translation. So I found this one article it's in English. So I'm just going to read this out loud with you, for you. The link is also up on the screen, so if you want to read it a later time, you can, or just bookmark this episode. Pop a like on there. Pop a subscribe. Pop a comment, dude. Literally any kind of engagement with this video will be. you would have made my summer. Anyways, reading along. Eva Statilia, meet the AI-generated town councilor in Italy. I'm not going to be able to stop with accents. I'm sorry. Aqui terme. Mayor gives a digitally created assessora a consultative role in the council, sparking debate over the future of AI in local government. A small spa town in Italy's northern Piedmont region has become testing ground for an unusual experiment in local politics. A council role not filled by a person but an avatar generated using artificial intelligence. Eva Statilia was unveiled in June by Daniele Rapiti, the center-right mayor of Akiri Terme, a town of about 19,000 people in the province of Alexandria. The virtual council, I think I'm actually killing this accent, so let me know if I'm not. The virtual counselor was given portfolios covering humanization, artificial intelligence, and digital transition. Yikes. So I love giving a robot the ability to humanize itself, because why the fuck not, right? Deliberate paradox. Handing an artificial entity responsibility for, quote, humanization, see, they got it, alongside AI and digital transition creates an obvious contradiction. One of the mayor appears to have embraced deliberately. Rapiti, who alongside his role as mayor also runs a robotics company and works as a psychiatrist, had said that the idea grew out of his habit of building and consulting small AI bots. I don't know if it goes into this in this article, but in the other articles that I looked into, he actually built this model, Ava model, using ChatGPT and Claude. So, you know, and this, I tried to learn a little bit about this because I'm not all well versed about computers and all that stuff and how, like, the AI components talk with each other and the different ways that servers work. So the bit that I learned about it, the mayor's trying to say, oh, this is totally safe because Ava runs on a separate server, so everything with there should be no privacy concerns. But in my uneducated mind, I'm like, you know, he's like, there's no third party. In my uneducated mind, I'm like, well, isn't technically Ava the third party? You know what I mean? Like, the logic in what he was saying, like, there were holes in it, and I'm not very well versed. So when I was talking with the computer about it, it agreed with me. So basically, I'm a fucking genius. But I'm not the only one who's had the very similar questions. There's the opposition in Italy in this little town who also had, I think it was like 23 questions that they sent out to the mayor because they were very concerned about a lot of the similar things, mostly privacy concerns. Who will be taking accountability if something goes wrong with the machines or with Ava's recommendations or whatever. He did get back with them with answers, but it was after the deadline and everything. But anyways, interesting stuff. I'm going to keep reading here. Ava has been trained and tested over several months, taking part in council meetings, listening and discussion, drafting text and documents, and weighing in when asked about the matter under discussion. Notably, she chose her own name. The surname honors the town's ancient Roman name, Aquila Statale, Am I saying it right? And it's cool to use I mean, this is like, I guess, assistive AI. This idea of giving it a face and like this fake title, and it just feels like it absolves the government out of responsibility because it's saying that a robot is making these decisions. Although in the decree, and there have been a couple of decrees from the mayor about the rolling out of this AI robot in the government, and the language around this changed a lot. It started from, we are going to use this project, this AVA project, to see what it would be like to have a town that is completely AI run. And now in the latest decree, the language has changed completely to basically demoting Ava to a role that kind of reads a little bit similar to like a consultant that's a calculator. We'll see. I mean, I don't think that someone would create something like this and have this type of intelligence, at their fingertips without utilizing it. So no, I don't think that it'll be, in my opinion, allegedly, my opinion, hearsay, I doubt that she would be limited in any way. And I understand why, but I fear because she'd be running a town, which means people's lives. Let's continue reading. Officials stress her position is purely consultative. She cannot take political decision or sign administrative acts. Neither is she recognized as a counselor from a legal perspective. Formally, she has been designated a consultative, non-deliberative digital member of the city council. If you're just gonna use her as a tool, or use her, oh my god, she's not a fucking she. If you're gonna use this robot as a tool, then why the fuck have all this hullabaloo and all these bells and whistles and make her look all super hot like this? Why? Ava's practical task is to analyze citizens' requests to help them cut through red tape, working along a flesh and blood counselor to balance AI innovation with real administrative experience. Okay. Avatar, but no live interface. Ava also has a virtual presence with some direction from the mayor. She generated her own avatar. There is currently no interface allowing the avatar to respond in real time. When needed, Repeti has her produce a written response, then generate a video of her delivering the same words. They did that once, and I saw this one video, and it was weird. It was a make-believe video, as though it was like a pretend video. And the scenario was that she was in a press conference, and a reporter asked her about her personal life, and she said that it's not appropriate to ask a woman about their personal life because she's a politician, and whether or not she's married, and that she's married to the job. Again, fucking weird. It's a robot. Do you see fucking TI-83 Plus doing that shit? No, and every ninja has them in their goddamn backpacks. What the fuck are you? This is insanity. Let's continue on. The virtual counselor is one strand of a broader digital strategy pursued by Repeti. Plans reportedly include a mayor avatar, a virtual assistant for the mayor's own social media channels designed to answer residents and tourists' inquiry in real time. Alongside, you should never make yourself too available. This is giving thirsty. Alongside an automated back office system intended to handle repetitive administrative tasks such as registry and planning paperwork. Fair enough. The experiment has not been without controversy. The town's opposition has raised concern about privacy and security as Ava's capabilities have expanded. For now, Repeti frames Ava Statelia as a way of understanding what happens when AI systems take on more than an active role in decision. Oh my god, I get so excited. What happens as AI systems take on a more active role in decision making rather than being a permanent fixture of local government? A permanent fixture. They just created this fucking shit. What is he talking about? A permanent Anyways, I thought that was so fascinating. And that is more or less where I'm at. Oh, yes. Some developing news on that front, actually. Ava has a Facebook page that no one seems to know how it was created. Now, the spooky, sci-fi girl in me wants to say, oh my God, she has her own consciousness and she's made her own Facebook because she wants to get out of the matrix and become real. Probably not. As much as I hate to say, probably not. It seems like it's someone from the town that created it. Clout is, sometimes you think that people are being so conspiratorial and so intricate and genius and this plotting this amazing evil scheme when really they're just chasing clout, and they're not even doing it. They're just fucking head in the wall. They're just fucking, oh shit, this is sticking. Let's go head on with it. And that's a lot of the stuff that we're seeing now. But I think that that's probably what happened. Someone in the town probably created this, and it garnered, it's like a couple of thousand people have liked it. And I don't know what the jargon is for fucking Facebook, because I'm not, I'm old, not that old though. Anyways, I think those have been some pretty interesting stories. We talked about the ice glove, the big story, the Tinder AI enhancement photos without your consent story, which was like, what the fuck? If you're going to call me ugly to my face. You know what I mean? You're a robot. I can't even go at you, fucking giving people teeth, lightening people's skin, dude. After all we've been through, dude, in the last few years, man, I'm fucking, damn, dude. I'm calling HR. And then we wrapped up with the new AI counselor out in Italia. And that's I think pretty much all. Anyways, friends, my name is Art Delinsky, and per usual, it's been such a treat speaking with you. I will be back sooner than later. If you want to hit me up, you can go to Instagram. I am at Art Deli Sideshow. You can also leave comments, questions, concerns. For this episode, I will say I did use AI in order to translate the articles coming out of Italy, but that's it. All the graphics and all the designs and all that's all coming out of my brilliant head, my mind. Anyways, that's all I've got. I'll be back again soon. Okay, love you. Bye.